Hello, my name is Yuriko. I'm the CEO and founder of Joy and Space, and I hope that you are enjoying this guts and glory and all of the fun virtual content that we're sharing with you today. So, as a professional organizer and yoga teacher, I want to share with you information on how clutter starts to impact your stress level and the link between clutter and stress. So, I have some images to share with you. So, I'm going to share my screen. Mm. So, in addition to being a certified KonMari consultant and yoga teacher, I also have a master's degree in psychology. I've spent a lot of time studying a variety of psychological concepts, but in particular, I really love to focus on the brain. So, I'm going to talk to you about some of that too and how that impacts clutter and our stress level. So you can see here from this image that very often we deal with clutter in our lives, especially as we're working from home. And so I've been talking with a lot of my clients about why clutter is so stressful for them. One of the first things we talk about is that when they look around their space, they see this visual to-do list. It's in everything almost that they look at, they're seeing, okay, I need to do this, I need to take care of that. It becomes a constant reminder of the projects that we haven't had time to complete yet. It also means that it's very difficult for us to relax in our homes and on our spaces because we're constantly reminded of something that perhaps we should be doing. But very often, we're not reminded that we need to practice some self care and take a break. A lot of times we notice that it's difficult to find things when we have a cluttered space. So you might see a variety of things, but you're not able to find that exact right thing that you look for. So I love to help my clients to find a home for each item that they have. So that way you're no longer spending your time searching for things. Very often, clutter is a magnet for misery. It leads to a loss of sense of control, feelings of guilt and shame. And so, one thing, so of the many things that I do with my clients, one thing that we do is we practice letting go with gratitude. In the KonMari method, we thank each item for what it's taught us, for its presence in our home, for the kind person who gave us that item, and then we let it go with gratitude. This allows you to reconnect to the items that you really love in your space, to choose how you want to spend your time in your home and what you truly want for your life. It literally is a process of finding the joy in your space. If you're interested in starting this process or just kind of want to test the waters with it, I have a free self reflection on my website, joyandspace.com. So you can download that self reflection. It's going to help you to connect to what you truly want in your home and your life. And also, there's an opportunity to practice some gratitude as well. So I want to go a little bit deeper because, like I mentioned, I love talking about and reading about the brain. And I want to talk about this cycle of clutter. So, the cycle of clutter happens when our brain becomes overwhelmed. So, take a moment, look around the room that you're in right now, and I want you to notice all of the things in your space. To take a moment and glance at each item. So, yes, each pencil, each pen, each item. You might find that you need a little bit more time, and that's okay. Come back to this exercise a little bit later. Check in with how you're feeling right now. Are you feeling a sense of overwhelmed? Is it exciting to reconnect to those things in your home? Are you feeling joyful and excited to see those items? Are you noticing that running to-do list is starting to move forward in your mind? Let that go for a moment and let's keep talking about the clutter. So, one of the things that happens when our brain is overwhelmed is that we start to feel this loss of control. We forget that we can grow and change. Also, clutter impacts our ability to make decisions. So, in addition to feeling that sense of loss of control, we might also feel a little bit paralyzed because we're not sure, because there is so much to attend to. We're not quite sure where to start or what to do next. From that loss of control, we often move into feelings of guilt. Very often, I talk with my clients about how they feel they should be doing something. We call this often in psychology the concept of the tyranny of the shoulds. So, I should have a tidy place. I should fold all my clothes. I should put this away. I should have gotten to this earlier. It goes on and on and on in our minds. And that really contributes to this weighty feeling, that sense of guilt, that sense of things just aren't what I'd like. I should be better, all of those things. We then start to attach sometimes that guilt to the items that we see in our home or perhaps what we're wearing that day. Um, I'm sorry, rather, not after, but in order to reduce that guilt, in order to deal with that feeling and that sensation, we then turn to something we can control. Very often, that's shopping. It's retail therapy. Sometimes we might buy more organizational items to help us to deal with the clutter. But a lot of times, all we're doing is just bringing more things into the space. That's just increasing our sense of feeling overwhelmed. And the cycle continues to repeat itself. So, one thing that I do with my clients is I really help them to understand how this cycle of clutter works in their homes and in their lives. And then we also start to shift from this cycle of clutter to tidy. So, I want to show you a few examples. So, on the left, we have one of my clients' clothes and shoes closet, coat and shoes closet before we started working together. And then on the right, down at the bottom, you can see what happened after we worked together. So you choose in my work, you're going to choose what shoes you really want to keep. The shoes that are going to support you as you walk through your day, the shoes that truly fit well, not just the cute ones that are causing some pain. And then you're going to let the other ones go with that sense of gratitude. You're going to say thank you to each item and let it go. So when you take the opportunity to take everything out of your space, so you pick one space perhaps and apply the KonMari method to it, you can do this to your desk at home. But when you decide what to keep, let go with gratitude, and then after you do that, then you decide where you're going to store things. You're going to find a place for everything, and you're going to change your space and change the way you feel, significantly reducing your stress level. If you're interested in scheduling a free consultation with me, I'd love to help you to tidy up your home and make your life more joyful. You can go to joyandspace.com/start tidying, or just go to my website, scroll down a little bit, and click on schedule a free phone consultation. I have one more image to share with you. So this is a before and after of one of my clients' bath and beauty products. So you can see that we filled up pretty much an entire countertop. That was the before. And after, what we've done is we found a home for everything. So rather than having, very often when you open your vanity doors, you have a great quantity of things that you're looking at. So this way, when you choose what you really want to keep and what you really want to use, when you open your drawer, yes, you still have a good number of items, but it's easier to see them. It's easier to decide, what do I want to use today, because you can see everything at a glance and it's nowhere near as overwhelming. Ideally, it looks like a really nice display shelf that you might see in a store. So thank you so much for watching this video, for participating in Guts and Glory this year. Please don't hesitate to contact me if you have questions, if you're interested in tidying, but you're just not quite sure if it's right for you. Don't hesitate to contact me. You can also follow me on social media via Pinterest, Instagram, or Facebook. Thank you so much. I hope you have a fun time as you continue with Guts and Glory, and please don't hesitate to contact me. Thank you. Bye.